All praises to Ahayah.
All praises.
All praises to the Most High. Ahayah, bahashem, Yashayah. Wow. Hold on, Dad. Go on and say something right fast.
Yeah, we're really blessed to be on again another night. I hope that our viewers are being blessed and we're getting some truth out of these lessons, and also that every one of us who claim to name of the Most High, to name His name, and not to realize and to understand and have the real vision that the church should have, which they don't have, about the mark of the beast that's here in America already. People are taking it already. It's not going to be long before the government forces America and the world to put a chip in their hand. It's on your credit card now, my friend. My friends, folks, my brothers, sisters, wherever I've met you or wherever you've listened to our ministry, the chip is in the card already. Now, there's pastors and Christians will tell you that's not the chip. It is. That is part of the mark system that has to capture your heart, your soul, your spirit, your money, your job, your life, your family, your income, everything you own. You are going to have to give up if you don't take that chip in your hand.
Keep talking, right? I'll be right there.
Take your time, Josh. I believe it's going to happen like this. I truly believe it's going to happen like this. It has to come on the rich first. Everybody thinks right away the homeless are going to have to take the chip, and then the middle class and the rich. No, it's going to be just the opposite. It's going to be the rich and then the homeless and then the middle class. Because most of the middle class don't really have much to lose, and they don't even know about the chip, that it's the mark of the beast. Most don't.
So be it.
Rich people, most rich people have heard of it, but don't believe it. So, what I'm saying here is the more you have in life, the harder it is for you to say no to the chip if you don't want to lose, right, Josh? Your status quo. What's that? What stupid thing they do with their hands? Your home, your job, your income, your family, they're all at stake over the chip. You will not be able to go like this. Watch. You can breathe the air without it. You won't be able to breathe the air. You won't be able to buy a pencil, or if I tell you, or a rubber band, or a morsel of bread without it. Christians, churches, pastors have been lying to their congregation the last 10 or 15 years, always telling them that this is some future event and it's not for us now. That's deception.
So be it. Yeah. Again, we say all praises to Ahayah, bahashem, Yashayah, and we do thank the Most High for a Shabbat, another Shabbat in Babylon, the daughter of Babylon the Great.
This is the Babylon. This is the daughter of the Chaldees, America.
Tonight on the Sabbath, we're going to talk about a three-subject. We're going to tie them all together tonight. We're going to talk about Satan, fallen angels, and we're going to show you how it's all leading up to the RFID chip or the mark. We're going to tie all these three subjects together and show you how all of this incorporates and how it's going to come in more and more until it's.
And it's coming fast. It's coming fast.
Exactly.
People don't say no now. We've been in Christian churches. Everybody claims they're more blessed than anybody, the next person next to them. We know what's going on. You might not say, well, you might be wrong, Brother Pat, but most churches are like that. I've been in those Christian churches.
Not all, but,
of them, right, but
mainly
most.
The ones that follow the television televangelists are majorly like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's a dangerous thing to do, to be listening to this Creflo Dollar and Jakes and NBC and Cirillo and TBN. They are Satan's ministers. You be careful, my friend. Be careful.
So we're gonna
Go ahead, Josh.
We're gonna start off with with Isaiah 14 tonight. Isaiah 14.
Okay, let's go to Isaiah 14. Okay. I'm going to start at 11, Joshua. Yeah, let's start 11. That's really entering this good. Or you want to start later?
Isaiah 14.
12 or 11?
11.
Okay. Do we have it? Okay, everyone that's viewing in. Isaiah 14, 11. Do we have it?
So
Go ahead, Josh.
Satan, this is Satan's world. The Bible says that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, Job 9:24.
That's right.
So what does that mean? That means as far as the system and the government is concerned, this world is under Satan's control. Now, who is Satan's minion or who is Satan's seed?
Religion.
No.
Go ahead, Josh. That's part of it. Go ahead, Josh.
Esau is Esau, the elite, the government. Esau, or the so-called European white man, is the as far as the government is concerned, and the elite, they are the devil. The Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Who gives power to whoever will link into his and make an oath with him.
That's right.
Isaiah 14:1. 14:11.
Okay. Thy pomp is brought down to the
So
grave.
Satan's pomp or his pride or his musical instruments were brought down when he fell. Read.
Wow. And the noise of thy vows.
So Satan was a musical angel. Read.
Yeah. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven?
How art thou what?
Fallen.
So technically, Satan is a fallen angel. Now, this is not the same falling that Genesis 6 and Enoch talks about. This happened before time. That the fallen angels that fell on Mount Hermon, that happened during time. This happened in eternity's past. We don't know when Satan fell.
That's good.
We do know where Satan, the fallen angels fell. We don't know exactly where Satan fell to on the earth or underneath it. Read.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
So how did he weaken the nations? With false education, religion, philosophy, medicine.
Come on. That's why I said religion before, Josh. Okay.
How does...
Go ahead.
These are many of the ways how Satan has weakened the nations.
And who has he used, Josh? What people? Okay. For thou hast said, you said it before, in thine heart, in my mind, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars. Wow.
Satan wanted to be like or be the Most High. So he tried to ascend into the throne of God, of Ahayah, and he was thrown down. Continue.
I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Ahayah. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I heard Brother Ricard say this too about this was pertaining, Josh, to also, guys, the space program, that he would control the space program and try to raise above the stars of the Most High.
Exactly. Satan through the system would put what they would call satellites or whatever they want to call them, and try to go above the stratosphere or the hemisphere.
Wow.
Read.
Okay. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
So now let's go to Ezekiel 28. Ezekiel 28.
Okay. 13.
13
Yeah.
is where
Yeah.
Ezekiel, everybody out there,
28,
have a
13.
pen and pad. Ezekiel 13.
Yeah, please take some notes and remember these scriptures.
Ezekiel 28 and verse 13. We're talking about Satan, fallen angels, and the mark of the beast. We're going to try to tie them all together tonight for you.
Everybody have it? Ezekiel 28, 13. Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of Ahayah.
Now, Satan, now this was about an earthly king, the king of Tyrus. So Ezekiel, through the Spirit, was saying the spirit that was within you, because we know the king of Tyrus, this king, this man was not in the beginning. So when the Bible says you were in, read verse 12.
Son of man, go ahead, Mary.
Son of man, take up
Lamentation.
Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyrus.
The king of who?
Tyrus.
The king of Tyrus. Now, the Tyrenians were Africans or Hamitic people.
Wow.
Read.
And say unto him.
And say unto him.
Go ahead, Mary. Thus
saith the Most High power.
Thus saith the Most High. Read.
Thou sealest up the sun.
Now we know he doesn't.
wow.
We know a mortal man can't seal the sun up.
Come on.
Full of wisdom and perfect.
Now we know a mortal man isn't complete in wisdom and full of beauty. Read.
Awesome.
13.
Thou hast been in Eden.
Now, because why I went back to verse 12, that explains the prophet is pointing to the spirit that is leading this man. It's Satan, because Satan, that is a description of Satan. The spirit that was upon, or the God that this man was following, was Satan. Okay? So, because we know that Satan was in the Garden of Eden.
That's right, John.
That was in the Garden of Eden.
Awesome.
Read.
Awesome. Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of the Most High. Every precious stone was thy covering.
So every precious stone
He
was his covering.
Blessed at one time. The sardius, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald,
Read.
and the urquebus, and gold. The workmanship of thy tabrets,
Or instruments.
right, and of thy pipes was prepared in the was prepared. He had pipes going through his body.
He was the highest. He was the musical angel. He was the morning star or the day star.
Wow. Pipes was prepared in the day that thou was created. So when the Most High created Satan, his favorite angel Lucifer, he created him with music pipes through his body.
He must have been really a beautiful angel.
Oh, he must have been on sight, huh, Josh? Okay, ready? All right, where do we go, Josh?
Verse. Yeah, keep reading.
All right.
14.
Okay, 15, right?
15.
14.
14.
All right, 14. Hold on. Thou art the anointed cherub.
So he was a musical. He was the highestly anointed cherub, and that's why the music that's under Satan has power to it.
Remember what Josh said, sir. We're going to tie in the mark of the beast and everything else with this now.
Now
remember, the Bible.
Remember, Satan, the music that he would control when he fell would have power to it. Remember in Daniel, where they said that as soon as they played, he commanded people to worship the statue as soon as they started piping on their flutes. When Nebuchadnezzar made the the golden image. He said, as soon as you hear the pipes, the sackbut, the flutes, the timbrels,
that's right.
bow down.
Bow down.
And that's a key thing.
Wow.
Music can make you worship anything that it's tied to.
Wow.
So
Good,
Satan would have control over music in this world. When he the one thing that he had power over in heaven, the Most High would allow him to control once he fell.
Wow. That was upon the holy mountain of Ahayah.
Mm-hmm.
Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire.
So the Mount of God is Mount Sinai.
Wow.
So again, like we said when we brought our fallen angel message,
come on.
The Most High has his mountain, and Satan and his angels have their mountain.
Yes, that's right.
As we've read in the books, the fallen angels came down on Mount Hermon. Read.
That was perfect in thy ways.
That was perfect in thy ways. Read.
From the day that thou was created.
From the day that thou was created.
Till iniquity.
So till sin or breaking a commandment, read,
was found in thee.
Read.
By the multitude of thy merchandise, they have filled the midst of thee with violence. Wow.
Oh, read.
Wow, look at that. He got so puffed up. And thou hast sinned.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I will cast thee as profane out of the mountain of Ahayah, and I will destroy thee.
So he threw him off his mountain. Read.
Oh, covering cherub.
So
from the midst of the stones of
again,
fire.
as I brought out the point that when you look at the Ark of the Covenant, and they had two cherubs on the Ark, and the mercy seat in the middle where the presence of God would come down in the tabernacle, right?
Yeah.
Many people would say that the two cherubs that Moses was told to put on the Ark was Lucifer and Michael.
Wow.
So because Lucifer was the right-hand angel to the Most High. Him and Michael were the chief angels in heaven.
That's right, Josh. Come on.
And he walked amongst the stones of fire. The stones of fire are the angels because the angels are fire.
Wow, come on.
Read.
17, Mary.
9 heart.
Come on.
My heart was lifted up.
Uh-huh.
Because of thy heart beauty. Because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before King. That they may behold thee.
Wow.
So now let's go to Revelations 12, verse 8. Verse 8.
I want to say something real quick. If you watch some TV, we don't watch much of it, but you'll see a lot of these programs coming on TV today about beauty, the women trying to get beauty and trying to get younger and younger. They're doing this to hide their sin. All people who try to look perfect or try to change their sex life, all that, they're always saying that the Most High made a mistake with them. Okay, where are we going, John?
Revelation 12:8.
Revelation 12:8. Good chapter, Josh. Okay. Yeah, this is blessed tonight.
Revelations 12, verse 8.
All right. I got it, Mary. Okay. Revelation 12:8. Revelation 12:8. Okay. I got it. And prevailed not.
Verse 7.
7. And there was war in heaven.
So again, this is what we just read in Isaiah and Ezekiel. So John is reciting reciting the fall of Satan. Read.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. You know who that is? Lucifer. And the dragon fought and his angels.
And prevailed not.
That's right.
Neither was their place found and
Anymore.
any more in heaven.
That's all right.
So again, now let's take this statement to a higher level. Before Christ comes back, they have weapons in the sky that they're going to try to fight Christ with. Now, that shows you the sickness of these people. They're going to try to fight immortal and something intangible with tangible weapons. And the Messiah is going to cast them down.
All praises.
Read.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil,
That's right.
and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth.
Oh, where was he cast out?
Into the earth.
So where is he?
Above, he's in the atmosphere.
Uh-huh. Who's the principality of the air?
Satan is.
Who sends the hurricanes? Who sends the storms? Who sends the tornadoes? Okay. And his angels were cast out with him.
He must have cast the angels.
Yeah, he did.
Read.
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation, issue, and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Christ. Look at that. Power is the most high. Look at that. Most high of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony.
Read.
And they loved not their lives unto the death. So are you loving your life today? The mark of the beast is here. You're running with the world,
No.
Christian church.
We're going to get into it now. Read the next verse.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mary.
Therefore rejoice.
That's
ye
right.
Heavens,
Uh-huh.
and ye dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath.
So this.
Wait, hold on. I want to say something. What did he do, Mary? He came up.
He came down.
He came down. Where did he come down to?
Earth.
Go ahead, Josh. What are you going to say?
So, again, Satan came down to us having great wrath because he knows that he has a short time. He came down. Now, of course, we understand the fallen angels have came down and are still coming down.
Still coming down.
But as far as his seat, he has a seat in a lower part of the heavens, right above the earth, in the atmosphere. He runs the spiritual realm of the earth.
Go ahead, Josh.
Okay.
Finish. Oh,
Now,
that's good, bud.
let's go
Wait,
into...
because he knoweth he hath but a short time.
He kind of went over that.
Okay, that's good. He's saying his time's running out. He knows it. So they're causing. Well, if you listen Wednesday night to my son, I'm telling you, he causes nothing but havoc, and that's what he's doing.
So,
He's only got a little time now. The mark of the beast is on the card. Get ready. Get out of debt, church. Get out. Everybody who's listening. Humble yourself. Repent, right, Josh? And get right.
it's time.
It's time.
It's high time
It's high time, Josh.
to come out of sleep.
This is serious, guys. I'm telling you, man.
Now, let's go into the fallen angels. Genesis 6.
Genesis 6. This is awesome, man. Go to Genesis 6. You know, Mary, I would be very careful to say something to anybody who's walking with the Most High. If you don't know what you're talking about, right, Josh? Isn't that true? You're not supposed to do that, right?
You're supposed to listen, yeah.
That's why the word says, be quick to what? And slow?
To speak. In other words, slow to respond.
That's how we learned here. That's how we came out of false Christianity. We were willing to listen. Although I didn't like it when I first heard the truth. I didn't like it. Me and Josh, you wanted to see how me and my son got when we heard that the virgin birth was false. Until we found the truth. All praises to the Most High.
So,
all right, Genesis 6.
Genesis 6,
Go ahead,
1.
Josh. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Josh. I'll be right there.
Before I reread that, this is the book of Enoch. And I want to read a couple passages out of the book of Enoch concerning the fallen angels before we read. And if you want a reference, this is referenced in the book of Jude 1, 14 through 15. This is Enoch chapter 1, chapter 6, and everybody, if you have the book of Enoch, follow. This is Enoch chapter 6, verse 1. And it came to pass that when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. And the angels, or the sons of God, in Genesis 6. And the angels and the children of heaven saw and lusted after them, and said one to another, Come, let us choose us wives from the children of men, and begot us children. And Sanjaza was their leader.
Come on.
And he said unto them, I fear we will not indeed agree to do this deed, that and I alone shall have to pay the penalty for this, for a great sin. And they all answered and said, Let us swear an oath and bind ourselves by mutual imprecations,
come on,
not to adorn this plan, but to do this thing. And they were all 200 that descended in the days of Yared, or Jared.
I like Yared. That's great, Jared.
Because there's no J's in the Hebrew.
Yared, that's right.
Yared.
Awesome, that's right.
On the summit of Mount Hermon.
Wow.
And I'm gonna read some statements out of this.
Please
and I'm
listen
gonna ask
tonight.
my dad to read Genesis 6.
Listen close.
But and listen to this. So they descended upon Mount Hermon, which is between Syria, Israel, and Jordan. On the border of those three of countries.
We are in diverse straits.
So now listen to this. This is chapter 7. Read Genesis 6 and I'll hold this. 6:1.
And it came to pass.
And it came to pass, read,
when men began to multiply on
when
the face of the
physical
earth,
men and women began, men were sleeping with their wives, read,
and daughters were born unto them,
and comely women were born to the daughters of men, read,
that the sons of Ahayah,
that the sons of God, read,
saw the daughters of men,
or the sons of God, i.e. angels, read,
that's right, that they were fair,
that they were what?
Fair,
that they were beautiful.
And they took them wives.
And they did what?
They took them wives.
Now the they is the angels, read.
Of all which they chose.
Now an angel, according to the book of Enoch, transforms, they came down, even in Genesis 19. When we read the story about the Sodom and Gomorrah, right?
Right.
With Lot, and the angels came to Lot. Now he didn't know they were angels. Why? Because they came in a human form.
That's right.
They even sat, they drank with him, and they ate with him.
That's right. So they had to have a body.
So
it wasn't just feeding the air.
If heavenly angels, righteous angels, can transform themselves into manly form, why can't a fallen angel?
Wow. Corinthians.
Oh yeah, that's deep.
Wow.
So read.
Okay. Oh, okay. That the sons of Ahayah saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives, all which they choose. And the Most High said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years.
So, read, Mom.
Hold on.
Verse
There
4.
were giants.
There were what?
Giants.
There were regular people.
Giants
There were giants or Nephilim or Nephilim.
Come on.
in the earth in those days.
So, in those days before the flood, read.
And also
After that,
After what?
that,
like in
Come on.
the king of in Deuteronomy, the king of Bashan, Og,
I'm just going to say
he was a
Bashan.
giant. You had Goliath,
Come on.
who was and his
brothers?
who were
Uh-huh.
giants.
That's right.
After the flood, read.
after the flood, when the sons of the high power came in unto the daughters of
So again,
Had sex with them.
in other words, even after the flood, fallen angels were descending, kept coming down on Mount Hermon, and other portals taking on bodily form and finding women, knocking them up, and producing Nephilim.
and they bear children to them. Then the
The same.
same became mighty men which were of old men of renown.
Or Nephilim.
Wow.
So now, other than the book of Enoch, if you look up the Hebrew in Genesis 6 and 2, the sons of the term sons of God is really not a good good translation. The word really, the definition is angels of or messengers of God, or no, angels or angelic beings.
Right.
So that should really read, and the angels of God saw, because that's what the Hebrew Bible, the Hebrew translations, the Hebrew says, if you look it up on the interlinear Bible. Angels, just like Enoch. Now this is Enoch 7 verse 1. Enoch 7 verse 1. And all the others together with them took unto them wives, and each of them for one himself, and they began to go in unto them
Mm-hmm.
and defile themselves with them, and they taught
Come on.
them charms. And the giants, and actually the fallen angels, taught mankind charms and enchantments, cutting of roots, or how to get medicine out of plants,
Come on.
and made them acquainted with plants. And they became pregnant. They begot giants, great giants, were whose height was 3,000 ells. Well, some were that's very tall, 30, 40, 14, 15, 20, 25 feet, anywhere.
From 15, 35 feet.
Yeah, that's big time.
And who consumed all the aqua cisterns and when the men could not no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. And they began to sin against birds and beasts
Uh-huh.
and fowls and fish.
I wonder how they sinned against the animals. They were cutting them. And they were making other
And they were
animals.
also
Yeah, like they're doing today. They're
having
splicing.
sex or
Right.
bestiality.
Bestiality too. Well, King Solomon says there's nothing new under heaven, brother.
We got a couple.
No, okay.
This is chapter 8. And Azazel taught men how to make swords and knives and shields and breastplates, and made unto them known unto them the metals of the earth and the working of them, and the breastplates and ornaments, and the use of autonomy or ironworking, and the beautifying of the eyelids, and all kinds of costly stones and coloring. And these there arose much ungodliness and corruption, fornication, and they led astray and became corrupt in those days. Semjaza taught enchantments and root cutting, Amoros, and the revealing of enchantments. Barak taught astrology, Kabiel the constellations, Exequel the knowledge of the clouds, how to trace weather, like a meteorology.
Right, that's right.
Like meteorologists, weather people.
Wow.
Araquel, the signs of the earth. Shemazel, the signs of the sun. Sheriel, the course of the moon, were perished and cried, and their cry rose unto heaven. One more thing. Enoch chapter 15. I got it.
Okay, Josh.
Turn to Revelation,
Where?
everybody. Revelation 13.
Okay, good, good.
No, go to Daniel. Go to Daniel 2, verse 30, verse 39.
And 239.
We're gonna finish in Revelation. By the way, Satan's going to be defeated, so don't be scared. Like we're talking about, he's going to succeed.
You're right.
The devil's defeated already.
That's right. Christian church don't know it.
Wherefore, now watch this. This is Enoch. Now listen, everybody. Enoch 11. Enoch chapter 15, verse verse 2. And go and say to the watchers of heaven, or the angels. So it calls the sons of God in the book of Enoch the watchers of heaven, who were sent to intercede for them. So Enoch was chosen by God to intercede for the fallen angels.
That's right.
You should intercede for men and not men for you. Wherefore have ye left a high and holy heaven, and eternal high, left a high, holy, and eternal heaven, and lain with women, and defiled yourselves with the daughters of men, and taught and taken to yourselves wives, and done like the children of earth, and begotten giants as your sons, and taught, and though ye were holy, spiritual, living the eternal life, ye have defiled yourselves with the blood of women, and begotten children with the blood of flesh, and the children of men, and lusted after the flesh and blood, as those that also who died. Therefore have I given them wives also, that they might impregnate them and beget children by them, that thus nothing might be wanting to them on earth. Verse 8, Enoch 15, verse 8. And now the giants who were produced from the spirits and flesh shall be called evil spirits, or demons, evil spirits upon the earth, and on the earth shall be their dwelling. And evil spirits shall proceed from their bodies, because they were born from men and from the holy watchers, or the holy angels. In their beginning and primal origin is their beginning and primal origin, and they shall be evil spirits upon the earth, and evil spirits shall they be called. And their spirit, the spirits which are in heaven, shall be their dwelling. But for the spirits on the earth, or above in the atmosphere of the earth, which were born upon the earth shall be their dwelling. And this spirits of the giants afflict,
Come on.
oppress, destroy,
Yep.
attack, do battle,
Come on.
and work destruction upon the earth,
Uh-oh.
and cause trouble. They take no food, nor to themselves hunger, nor thirst, and cause offenses. And these spirits shall rise up against the children of men and against the woman, because they proceeded from them.
Wow. Wow.
That's heavy.
It is, Johnny.
Enoch.
Wow. That's heavy, brother.
Daniel 2:39.
All right, Daniel 2. I got it.
We're going to trace this all to Revelation.
Just one verse, Josh, 39.
And no, I'm going to tell you when to stop.
Okay.
Is it
Daniel 2:39.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go. Everybody have it?
You have it marked?
Yeah. And after these shall arise another kingdom inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass.
Skip to 40.
40. Okay. 40. Okay.
40.
All right. And the fourth kingdom
Or the Roman Empire, or the kingdom that we're in right now,
shall be strong as iron.
shall be strong as iron. Read.
For as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise.
Read.
And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided.
The kingdom of Rome shall be divided
Come on.
under the Dark Ages. Read.
Shall be
And
divided.
then it came back in the Renaissance. Read.
Right. But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron.
Now, the new divided Roman Empire is the European Union, or the EU. Read.
For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed.
Read that again.
Wow. Now, listen to this. They shall mingle.
So as the toes were mingled, were mixed metals,
Come on.
they, or the fallen angels, will link in
Wow.
with the elite and the rulers
Come
of
on.
the earth,
Come on, Josh.
and mingle their bloodline
Wow.
with them.
They shall
Mingle themselves,
with the seed of men.
which are the fallen angels.
Wow. Yes.
So that's another proof in the Bible that fallen angels are continually coming down to earth as we speak
Come on.
and dealing with men. Not only they are protecting their bloodline, they're showing the elite technology, and they're passing their DNA down through the elite. The elite are the 13 bloodlines of the Illuminati. Read that. Those are the only pure blood Edomites on the earth. In Obadiah 1, in Obadiah, it talks about how the remnant, a small remnant, would soon rule the earth. The small remnant is the 13 bloodlines of the Illuminati, which are the only pure blood people, because they under Satan, because they protect their bloodline, because their bloodline traces all the way back to the Canaanites and the sons of Anak.
Awesome.
Or the sons of the sons of Cain, who after Cain left, he linked in with the Canaanites, and they linked within the fallen angels. So
Wow. So Josh, this is nothing new. This is back. I mean,
read.
okay. Okay. They shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom.
Stop.
Okay.
Romans 7, no, not Daniel 7, verse 7.
7:7. One verse?
No, Daniel 7. Daniel 7:7.
Okay.
Or
All right. You want Tony to read this? Okay.
Mom?
I got it. You got it, Mary? Okay. Daniel 7, verse 7. It was the next page. Okay.
Daniel 7.
After this I saw in night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible.
So this fourth beast is the Roman/European Union.
Come on, Mary.
And strong exceedingly.
That's right.
Strong exceedingly, read.
And it had great iron teeth.
In other words, it destroys everything that it steps on, read.
It devours and
It devours everything. In other words, it's this empire would conquer and destroy everything on the earth.
bread in pieces and stamp the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all
With the
from all the beasts
that's right.
that were before it.
Good,
And
Mary.
it had 10 horns.
Horns.
Now read verse 8.
I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn.
Which is America.
That's right. Before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up.
In other words, because America came out of England, France, Spain, or three nations out of Europe.
That's right. By the roots, and behold, in his horn were eyes like the eyes of men, and a mouth speaking great things.
America always speaks about how great it is.
That's right. That's right.
The Daniel 7:25.
All right. Daniel 7:25. Okay, I got it on the line. Ready? And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
So
Now, you know
this
the Most High,
power-
God's name is the Most High, it's not God. Go ahead, Josh. And shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times, and they have, with the change of the seasons and the days and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
So who are the saints? Let's go to
Wow,
Psalms 148,
that's good.
13 and 14. Who are the saints that this attack is going to be mainly aimed at? Psalms 148, 13, 14.
Wow. Okay,
148, 13.
13 and 14, right? Ready? Psalms 148, verse 13. Let them praise the name of the Most High,
Let us praise the name of the Most High. Read.
for his name alone is excellent.
For his name alone is excellent. Read.
His glory is above the earth and heaven. He also exalted the horn of his people,
Of whose people?
of his people,
Who
Yeah.
is his people?
the
Read.
Hebrews, the praise of all his saints, even of the children
Of who?
of America,
Of who?
of Israel,
Of religion.
of Israel,
Of who?
of Israel.
Read the verse again.
He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Most High. Wow.
Now let's go to Revelation. Revelations 13. So the saints, the main people that the Most High, this war is going to be aimed to annihilate are the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes and Hispanics. Read.
13, the beginning?
1.
Okay. Tony, read the first verse.
And I stood upon this
The sand.
sand of the sea,
Uh-huh.
and saw a beast rise up out of the
Now, a beast in the Bible represents a nation or a governmental system,
That's right.
not a man.
Go ahead.
So stop,
Wait, oh, sorry.
because
Go ahead, Josh.
many people think that this is an a one-man system. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that it's a one-man system.
That's right.
All we read about in the Bible is a governmental system rising up in Daniel,
That's right.
in Revelation 6. Even in Revelation 6, it talks about a man on a white horse. But that man on a white horse is not, in the Hebrew mindset, they never thought of a single man who's going to bring down the earth.
That's right.
All those
It's a system.
horses are systems of government or philosophies of men or philosophies. Read.
and having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head is the name of blasphemy.
That's good. Good job.
Dad.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
So because the Greeks succeeded the Romans, read.
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Persian,
Medo-Persians, read.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
The Babylonians.
Wow. And the dragon
And
gave
who?
him, the dragon,
God gave him.
Lucifer, gave him his power.
So Satan is at the head of America.
Come on, say it again, Josh.
Or the whole
They didn't
world.
hear that.
Satan is the God of America.
That's right. Wow. Gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
And I saw one of his heads.
Uh-huh.
I saw what?
One of his heads.
One of his
Now this goes back to Rome. Go ahead.
power government systems
As it were.
As it were one wounded.
during the Dark Ages. Rome fell for
To death. Hold on.
more
man.
than 1,300 years under Septimius Severus and Priscillius Niger. Read.
Wow.
And his deadly wound was
Who were black Hebrew Israelites.
Wow.
healed, and all the world wondered after the beast.
Wow. Now see, that can't be a system. That's got to be a nation that lied to the world, that caught the whole world's attention.
So we wonder why, when we read about the Dark Ages in Europe, why was it called the Dark Ages? Because black people ruled Europe for more than 1,000 years.
You know what I was told in Christianity what the Dark Ages meant? That Christians had to run underground. It was the Dark Ages.
Read.
I'm telling you. Wow.
And they
Good.
worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast.
That nation. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto this nation? Who is able to make war with him?
In other words, who is able to make war with this system of government?
This system, that's right.
Read.
And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things. And he does that today in blasphemies. Come to America and lie to Pope. The power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
Read.
And he opened his mouth and blasphemed against power, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle. Josh is right. It's not one man. It's a flock of people. And them that dwell in heaven.
Read.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
The saints are the children of Israel.
Come on. And to overcome them.
And to what?
And to overcome them.
To put them to death.
And power was given him over.
And we know this is historically accurate.
Come on.
Look at what these devil system did when they came over to America in the Caribbean and in the mainland. They butchered 60 or 80 million native Indians or Israelites. Then in the transatlantic slave trade, they butchered over 100 or 200 million black, so-called blacks from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
Come on, Josh.
That's historical facts. Look it up.
That's right. And to overcome them, and power was given him over all kindred, tongues, nations, and all that dwell upon the earth, that worship him, whose names are not written.
Whose names are what?
Are written. Are not written.
So what do we have to do to get our names written in the book? Read, go to Revelation, hold that, Revelations 12:17.
Revelation 12:17.
What do we have to do to get our names in the book of life? If you want to go to heaven, listen. Listen to what God says.
You said 12, Josh?
12:17.
Hold on. Get it? And the dragon was wrought with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Her seed are the children of Israel.
Watch this.
And read.
Watch this. Which kept the commandments.
Which did what?
Which keep the commandments.
What do you have to do to go to heaven?
Keep the commandments.
And believe on Christ. Read.
And have the testimony of Yashayah.
Revelations 22:14. This is a testimony of the Bible.
The book. Amen.
Read the book.
That's right. Blessed are they.
Blessed are who?
Are they
that do what?
That do his Sunday church.
That do his what?
Tuesday night service.
His what?
Commandments.
His what?
Commandments.
His what?
Commandments.
That done away with.
Commandments. That they may have right to the tree of life.
Mm.
And may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs, sorcerers, whoremongers, murderers, idolaters, worship statues and pictures of that homo Christ, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. The white man Christ.
Go back to Revelation 13.
That ain't Christ. What, Josh?
Revelation 13.
Back to chapter 13.
13 what? Okay, back, what verse, Josh? Oh, keep going here. And he that believeth, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Oh, I'm sorry, no, I missed the verse.
Read.
Okay.
No, you're right. You're on the right verse.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
In other words, all the people, God's going to put the blood of his children and destroy America. Who was responsible primarily for the destruction of Israel.
Of Hebrews, that's right.
Read.
Here is, the God forgives. Here is the patience.
Where's your love?
Here is
God loves everybody.
He loves the whole world. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Of the who?
Of the saints.
Read.
And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
Now here comes religion.
And he had two horns like a lamb.
Who have been the two major religions that have destroyed Israel? The Arab religion and the Christian religion.
That's right.
So this is dual.
Murderers.
And this can be speaking about a multitude of things. Read.
Okay. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had two horns like a lamb. And he spake as a dragon. And he exercises all, you know what that means, Josh? He came up as a lamb, but he was like a devil. All right?
So he mimicked the humility of Christ, but behind it, he was a devil.
That's right. And he spake as a dragon.
His doctrine was demonic.
That's right. And he deceived it he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Everybody's worshiping Rome, and if you don't believe in Christian church, you are a Catholic, whether you want to believe it or not. Whose deadly wound was healed, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwelleth on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Okay?
Read.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth, they that should make an image to the beast,
The Baphomet, read.
which had the wound by a sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast,
Uh-huh.
that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now here's the mark, right?
Uh-huh.
And he causeth all both.
The system,
Come on,
the Antichrist governmental system will do this, read.
Edomites, that's right. And he causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Right, which is the RFID chip.
That's right.
So, close your Bible. I'm going to read some stuff out of this book. And we're going to close. Hebrew, get this book. Hebrew to Negroes.
Excuse me.
The bloodline of the fallen angels and men are powerful. Man had powerful psychic abilities like out-of-body experiences, levitation, mind control, time travel, mind reading, remote viewing, the power of placing curses and diseases, and the removing of curses and diseases,
Wow,
the
wow.
way
Stop.
of knowing and perceiving the future.
Stop. All that is going on in Christianity. We hear people all the time on these Christian churches. We listen to them once in a while. Not all the time. We hear them say this. Watch. God told me you're going to be healed. You are healed. That's all coming from that. That is not the Most High. Most High went around doing miracles because he was anointed above anyone in the world, anywhere. It doesn't mean we're going to have that gift.
They
Yes,
were
we can
the
lay hands
fallen
on them.
angels were astrologers. The Nephilims were astrologers, homosexuals, lesbians, cannibals, serial killers. The mighty men of renown had super powerful brains and were exceedingly intelligent. They knew all the sciences in addition to astrology, mathematics, geometry, engineering, architecture. In short, they had demonic supernatural powers. The fallen angels taught mankind how to make weapons and perform abortions. Enoch 69 verse 12. Their offspring, called the Nephilim, used the forces of Satan to control, corrupt, to enslave mankind. This is how they helped to influence the ancient Egyptian religion. Also, they were also key, per some theorists, in building the Great Pyramids. They did, I believe that, because there's no way normal people can move
Impossible.
multiple.
For what those things weigh?
Each one of those stones is hundreds of tons. No mortal man can move those stones.
I don't get this. 8,000 trying to move that stone. 800. They're not going to move it.
This is foretold in the book of Enoch, a Bible found in the Ethiopian Bible and ancient Hebrew literature in the Dead Sea Scrolls, found in 1947. The book of Enoch has taught men, they learn names of demons and how to do enchantments, magic, and sorcery. Okay, so the fallen angels and the Nephilims taught magic and astrology, or sorcery. What is sorcery? How to make what is now, what is pharmacy? Pharmacy is pharmakia, or sorcery.
That's right.
They taught mankind how to make potions. What is potions? Medicine.
Tell them, Josh.
And that's how medicine can become addictive, because medicine is a potion. When you, because how do they make it? They boil stuff together and they make a pill.
That's right. That's what they do.
They're just not giving it all medicine in a liquid form.
That's right. And that's why it becomes habit forming. It doesn't heal you. It just drugs you, and you feel good. I promise you, if you think you're being healed, get off your medicine, and then you'll see. You're right back where you were.
Many people got confused how these fallen angels could marry and have sex with humans. The fallen angels in human form could mate with human women. However, the Nephilim giants died. It was said that they had would their inner evil demonic spirits be released into the world. The New Testament says it that honorable angels in heaven do not marry, but angels cast out of heaven are because they went against God's order. Therefore, they are demonic, cursed spiritual beings. They can change shape. Now listen to this. This is key. They can change shape.
Come on.
And appear in human form.
Come on.
Having sex, marrying, and even eating food.
Wow. Doesn't Corinthians talk about this? No marvel that Satan's ministers can change themselves into the ministers of light.
Now, listen to this. We read about it in the book of Enoch in the Bible. Let's see what this brother has to say about Mount Hermon. Mount Hermon is the mount whose summit straddles the border of Syria, Lebanon, and it has been the home of many UFO sightings throughout the years. In ancient times, it served as an altar to the pagan god Baal. In the Bible states the days of Jared, 200 fallen angels fell to earth, beginning the Nephilim bloodline. On Google Maps, Mount Hermon is a latitude and longitude coordinates of 33.33. This is the same numerical value as 33, used in the famous 33rd degree of Freemasonry. On the other side of the earth, the Roswell Area 51 UFO crash site in New Mexico also has the longitude coordinates of 33.33. That is not by coincidence. That is on purpose.
This is good. Yeah, just about.
Fact. The highest United Nations
What's this?
base is built on the summit of Mount Hermon, Syria,
What's this?
Lebanon, Israeli border.
Awesome.
Are they waiting for someone? The fallen angels, watchers, traced back and forth between earth and the fifth heaven by way of Mount Hermon. So why say these watchers had a base? And but anyway, we even have accounts in this book that a fallen angel by the name of Valiant Thor took on a human form for at least 30 or 40 years and dealt with the United States government.
That's right, right in our government.
He was given knowledge to fallen to Roosevelt through Nixon's administration. So it's a disputed fact, that undisputed fact, that fallen angels are dealing with your leaders. So the pact they made to give man power, these evil men power, is we will operate on earth, and we won't hurt anybody. You protect us. Don't expose us. Don't put anyone in the public eye that's going to bring us out. And we'll give you knowledge.
Wow.
We'll give you advanced technology. We'll give you medicine. We'll give you education. We'll give you everything to brainwash the people.
Excuse me. Wait. The next time we go on, I hope you tune in next Wednesday night. We're going to share something from Illuminati 2. We're going to show you why we don't vote, and why anybody who says that they know the Most High, you're not supposed to vote for this nation. That's a dangerous thing to vote, because that means they have you persuasive, right? They're persuasive over you. They have control over you.
Read, right? So, with all that said,
Oh, you said no, Josh? Okay. You all right?
Anyway, with all that said,
We
we say shalom.
Shalom.
For now. Shalom.